Hi guys, it's me, Nisha. Welcome to N.E.S.T Kids session. Today we've got lots of fun stuff planned. We've got some really fun warm-ups and storytelling. We've got a fairy hunt. We've got some Irish folklore. We've got some science, and we've got some crafts that you guys can try at home while you're stuck indoors. So keep watching and I hope you enjoy. So I don't know about you, but I am so tired. So I feel that we should do a warm-up before we start the session. But today I'm going to tell you a story as we do our warm-up. So all you need is your imagination and two things that can act as weights. So I've got 2 cans of coconut milk, but you can use anything. You can use bottles of water or cans or books, anything, okay? Brilliant. So, first thing I need you to do is use your imagination, okay? So close your eyes and imagine that N.E.S.T are on a trip to the jungle, okay? And you and all the other N.E.S.T kids are with Bridget and Jemima and Emma and Maria, and you're going for an adventure camping trip in the jungle, okay? And just to give you a hand, you can open your eyes, and this is a bit like what the jungle will look like, okay? So, you arrive in the jungle, and the first thing you've got to do is get to your campsite, okay? So you're just getting off, you're a bit tired, just walking along, okay? Just walk along like this, okay? And you're chatting to your friends, and it's all really nice. And then, all of a sudden, you see this guy. Do you know what that is? It's a panther, okay? And if you do not run, the panther's gonna eat you and your friends up, okay? So you've gotta run, okay? You've gotta run for about 30 seconds to escape this panther. And you're ducking under trees, and you're jumping over things, and you're running. And you've got to jump over another branch. You've got to run as fast as you can. Panther's catching up with you. Panther's catching up. Run, duck under another tree. Jump over another log. Run. Oh, and stop. Oh, you've escaped. Okay, but wait. There's another panther. So you've got to do it again. You've got to do it again. You've got to run. Run. Jump over a log. Run. Duck under a tree. There's another tree. Duck under another tree. Run. Jump over another log. And another one. And another one. Run. Oh. Right. And you've escaped that panther. Good job. Okay. So now, you're walking along again, just chatting to your friends, and suddenly, you see this. What's that? It's a volcano, isn't it? And you say to Jemima, Jemima, there's a bit of a rumbling sound coming from that volcano. And Jemima says, no, there isn't. Just carry on. So you just carry on walking. And then the rumbling sound gets louder and louder and louder, and suddenly this happens and the volcano erupts. So what are you going to do? There's pools of lava running down towards you and all the other N.E.S.T kids. What are you going to do? Well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to hop over the hot coals of lava, okay? So the lava's getting closer and closer, and when it hits you, you've got to hop over them like that. Oh, hot, okay? Go hop over hot coals of lava. Keep going. Not there yet. Oh, you've got to hop over another stream of hot lava. And it's getting hotter, so you're having to run faster. Keep going. Oh, we're nearly there. You can see dry land. We're nearly there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, and you're there. Whew. Brilliant. So, finally, you're nearly at the N.E.S.T Kids campsite. But before you're there, this is what you see. A river. So now, after having escaped 2 panthers and an erupting volcano, you also have to get across this river. So to get across this river, you have to practice your jumping skills, right? You're going to try jumping first, okay? So the first thing you've got to do is you've got to practice lunging, okay? So you've got to stretch, taking big, big steps, okay? Keep stretching, see how big a step you can take. Okay, then once you've seen how big a step you can take to get across this river, you're going to have to try jumping, okay, because the step isn't big enough to get across this river, right? You're going to have to try and jump it first. So, see how big a jump you can take, okay? So, I don't think that was far enough. You're going to have to try again. Keep trying. Keep jumping, see how big a jump you can take to get across this river. Okay, once you've got your biggest jump, we're going to have to see if we can make it, okay? So, you're at the edge of the river. You've got to try and jump it. You've got to try and jump it, okay? On a count of 3, we're all going to try and jump together, okay? 1, 2, 3, splash. Everyone landed in the river. Right, let's try again, So come back out the side, okay? Try and jump the river again, okay? On a count of 3, together. 1, 2, 3, jump, splash. Everyone lands in the river again. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time, okay? This time maybe try running up and jumping, okay? We've got to do it, guys, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! Splash, and we land in the river again. I think this river is just too big for us to jump. So what else are we gonna do? We're gonna have to swim. So, you're gonna have to practice your swimming, okay? So to swim, you've got to bring your hand back and into the water and pull through the water. Hand back into the water, pull through the water. Hand back into the water, pull through the water, okay? So, practice this, right? Practice this, and your legs should be kicking at the same time, okay? So kick your legs. Okay. Once we've done this for a bit, we're gonna have to swim for real, so you're gonna have to be really good, okay? So let's practice really fast swimming, okay? Ready, steady, go! Head down, head down, head down! Swim, 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 swim! Go, 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 go! 3, 2, 1. Oh. Brilliant, guys. Great work. Okay, I think we can do this. So what I suggest we do is we stand on the banks of the river, run up, jump in the river, and swim as hard as we can to get to the other side, because the water's going to be rushing down. So we're going to have to swim really, really, really hard to get to the other side. And I'll tell you when we're at the other side, okay? So, is everyone ready? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go. Jump in the river. Splash. Swim, 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 swim. As fast as you can. Swim, 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 swim. Okay, you're not there yet. The river is pushing you down the river. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. And you've made it. Brilliant job, guys. Brilliant job. Okay, so that's great. You're on the other side of the river and you can see your campsite where you're all going to be camping. So you all walk to the campsite, you're a little bit tired, and you all put up your tents that you're going to sleep in for the night. And just as everyone's calming down and getting settled, everyone's tummy starts to rumble. People realise they're really quite hungry. So, luckily, Bridget and Maria and Emma and Jemima have brought some pasta for your tea. But what do you need to cook pasta? You need water, don't you? You need to boil it in water. And what have silly Bridget and Maria and Emma and Jemima forgotten to bring? Water. So they say to you, they say, oh, we need your help. We need you to go and find some water for us. So you being the helpful person that you are, you say fine. And you go off with your friend on an adventure to find some water. And after scrambling through the forest, you finally come across this. Do you see that? Looks like a really nice clear pool of water. And you think, yippee, I have found the water I need to bring back to the leaders so that we can have our dinner. Perfect, right? So you step into the pool of water and you go and you take your can and you fill it with water. And as you're filling it with water, you feel a nip on your fingers. You think, what was that? What was that? And suddenly you look in the water and you see this guy. A piranha, and not just any piranha, a finger hand-eating piranha. So if you put your fingers in the water, the piranha's going to eat your fingers. So you can't put your fingers in the water. And the water's up to here, so you're having to keep your arms up here with your cans in your hand. So you think, right, I'm going to run, I'm going to get out of the water. And you go to run, but your feet are stuck in the mud at the bottom of the pool. What a nightmare. So what you're having to do is shout for help, okay? But you can't put your hands any lower than here or the finger hand eating piranha is going to eat your fingers, okay? So the first thing you're going to try and do is you're going to try and wave, okay? So you're going to wave, put one hand up and then the other, one hand up and then the other to wave, and shout for help, okay? You want the leads or the other N.E.S.T kids to come and save you, so you're really, really trying to wave and shout for help, okay? Oh, but I don't think they hear you. I don't think they hear you. This is going on a very long time, isn't it? I know. We can try jumping, okay? Try jumping. I know your fingers or your feet are stuck, but you can maybe try and get a wee jump, okay? Just try jumping up, seeing if they see you if you jump. Shout help! Keep going. Keep going. Oh, and you're getting really stressed, so you're doing it faster. Oh, no, it's not working. And the finger-eating piranhas are swimming all around you. What a nightmare. And then something worse happens. You get a feeling. You have an itchy back. So now you have to scratch your back like this. Oh, what a nightmare. You scratch your back for about 30 seconds. It's a really bad itch. Can't get rid of it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Oh, really itchy back. Oh, nearly there, nearly there. Okay. And at this stage, you are so fed up. But then you hear the sound of a boat. In fact, not just any boat. You hear the sound of a supersonic speedboat, a bit like this, and suddenly Emma and Jemima whiz in. They did hear you shouting, and they got a speedboat and they've come to rescue you. Excuse me. So they quickly whip you and your friend up into the speedboat and zoom off. But as soon as you're in the speedboat, Emma and Jemima say, oh, we're so tired of driving and we don't really know how to drive this very well. Will you drive for a bit? So, once again, you have to drive, okay? So, you have to drive like that. 30 seconds. You can't put your arms down. Gotta keep driving, you gotta keep driving. You're nearly home. You're nearly home. Okay, about 10 more seconds till you're home. You gotta turn it. Okay, you gotta zigzag in and out of all the, I don't know, water trees. Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are home, safe and sound. So, the rest of the N.E.S.T trip went really well and you had a fab time in the forest. So that is our warm-up sorted. Are you a bit hot? I am very hot and sweaty. So I think for the next bit we should go outside. Come on and we'll go outside. Okay everyone, so after that really hard exercise, I thought we could go on a fairy hunt. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I don't actually live in England. I live in Ireland. And in Ireland, there is a long tradition of fairies. Lots of people used to believe in fairies. A lot of our stories have fairies in it. So I thought this was a perfect time to take you guys on a fairy hunt in the secret forest behind my house. So let's go and see if we can find any fairies. Okay. Right, so this is the secret forest entrance up here. So, as we go, keep your eyes peeled. You see any fairies? I can't see any yet. Gotta look on the floor. Often find fairies on the floor or in the trees and the branches. I can't see any yet. Okay, let's have a look. Watch where you're stepping. You don't want to stand on any fairies. You see any? Oh, wait. Can you see that? I think that might be something. Let's have a look. Yep. There is one fairy. There, we found one. Okay, let's see if we can find any more. Right, can you see any? Say stop if you see any. Say stop. Let's have a look. Not seeing any. Wait. Look at that. There's another one. There's another one. There's another fairy. Okay. I think there's probably one more in this forest. Let's see. Let me know if you see any. Let's look on the forest floor. See any there? Nope. No fairies there. Let's see up this. Oh, there's one. She's looking away. Let's see. And there's our final fairy. Good job, guys. Right, let's get out of this secret forest. till I tell you a bit more about fairies. So everyone, that was just a wee bit of fun. These are actually my fairy statues that I've collected since I was little. There's those two, and then here's one here. I used to have far more, but they've lots of them have broken, which is kind of sad. But fairies are a really big part of the Irish storytelling culture, right? So much so that Irish storytelling and Irish folklore says that there's actually a fairy world called the She below the world we live in, the human world. And that world came to be when the humans arrived in Ireland and there were lots of fairies living here having a great time, and then folklore says the fairies were driven underground, and there's this sort of parallel underworld universe where the fairies live. Now, according to Irish folklore, you've got to behave yourself and be nice to the fairies, because if you're not, the fairies will play tricks on you. Okay, so that's one character who always comes up in Irish folklore. There's other characters as well. So I'm going to introduce you to a few of them. One of the most famous is giants, okay? And according to Irish folklore, Irish stories, giants made the land. Now, Ireland has lots of big mountains, if you can see there. Big mountains and valleys and glens like that. And people used to tell stories about how giants had made those big mountains and big glens, and they had carved it out with their hands. That's another really famous character in Irish storytelling or folklore. Another character who's quite famous is the leprechaun. Now, he's been a bit hijacked by American movies, and in a lot of the movies you'll see leprechauns in, they're seen as sort of happy, dancing, fun little creatures who are meant to be about that big. They're meant to be little tiny creatures, just slightly bigger than fairies. But in fact, in Irish storytelling, leprechauns aren't fun and lovely at all. In fact, they're really mischievous and cunning, and they'll steal your things if you let them. So this is more like what a real Irish leprechaun is meant to look like in our storytelling. The final character I'm going to tell you a bit about is the banshee. Now, the banshee is a bit of a scary one. And folklore says that if the banshee knocks at your door, something bad is about to happen. So in Irish stories, you know if there's a knock at the door from a banshee, something bad is going to happen. Now, of course, all those characters are just pretend, and all those stories are just pretend, but they are a really big part of Irish culture, and if you know a bit about them, a lot of the stories you'll hear from Ireland will make a lot more sense. Okay, so now we're going to have a quiz. Okay, so I want to know how much you already know about Ireland. So my first question is, what country is Ireland nearer to? A, England, B, Australia, or C, France? Okay, you have 10 seconds starting from now. So, what did you say? A, England, B, Australia, or C, France? The answer is A, England. Okay, so let me show you. Hopefully this isn't backwards. You are here in Newcastle, or this is where N.E.S.T is, in Newcastle. And I'm over here in Belfast, okay? And Belfast is in Northern Ireland, which is the north bit of the island of Ireland, which is all this bit here. So it's quite close to England, but there is a big chunk of sea in the middle. Okay, so well done if you got that right. My next question is, what food is Ireland most famous for? Is it A, potatoes, B, baklava, or C, curry? Okay, again, you have 10 seconds starting from now. Okay, it wasn't quite 10 seconds, but what did you say? Do you think the answer is A, potatoes, B, baklava, or C, curry? The answer is A, potatoes. Well done if you got that right. Okay, the next question is, which flag is the Irish flag? Is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Okay, 10 seconds, go. What did you say? The answer is this one, and it's called the tricolour because it's got 3 different colours: green, white and gold. This flag is the French flag, and this flag is actually the Ugandan flag, so they aren't the Irish flags. Okay, next question. What is the capital of Ireland? Is it A, Dublin? I don't know if you can see. These are just landmarks in Dublin. B, Belfast. Or C, Cork? Okay, 10 seconds, go. What did you say? The answer is actually a bit of a trick question. Dublin is the capital of the Republic of Ireland, and Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland, where I live. Cork isn't the capital of anything. So the answer is A and B, sort of. I'll explain this to you a bit more. If we look at the map, Ireland is actually divided into 2 separate countries. So Northern Ireland's this bit up here that I live in, and it's ruled by England and Wales and Scotland, by the United Kingdom. And then the south of Ireland, or the Republic of Ireland, is a totally separate country. So Dublin is the capital of the Republic of Ireland, and Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland. And Cork's just a lovely little town right down in the south. It's not the capital of anywhere. Okay, next question. Okay, what is Ireland's most famous festival? Is it A, St. Patrick's Day, B, Bastille Day, I don't know if you can say that, or C, Pancake Day? Okay, once again, you have just over 10 seconds. Go. Oh, it's not working. Okay, I'll give you time. Oh, there we go. Okay, and the answer is St. Patrick's Day. Anyone who was in N.E.S.T last year might have celebrated St. Patrick's Day with N.E.S.T. And that is a day where people in Ireland have lots of carnivals and festivals and parties to celebrate our patron saint, St. Patrick. This one, Bastille Day, is a French festival, and Pancake Day is a day for the start of Easter, when everyone uses up all their ingredients and makes pancakes, but that isn't really for one specific country. Okay, I now have some true or false questions for you. My first true or false question is: the submarine was invented by an Irishman. True or false? A submarine was invented, or the submarine was invented by an Irishman. Okay? True or false? And that is actually true. This dude invented the submarine and he was Irish. I believe his name was John Phillips, though I could be wrong. Yeah, and he invented the submarine. Okay, so that was true. Okay, next, true or false? All real Irish people have ginger hair. True or false? Okay, that is false. Not all Irish people have ginger hair. Okay. Halloween was originally a festival in Ireland. True or false? Okay, so that is actually true. Ireland had Halloween way back in the olden days. It was a pagan festival in Ireland. So yeah, Halloween technically started in Ireland. Okay. Is Ireland called the Emerald Isle because A, there's lots of emerald diamonds in Ireland, or because it's really green? So is Ireland called the Emerald Isle because there's lots of emerald diamonds in Ireland, or because the land is really green? What do you think? And the answer is because the land is really green. I don't think we have any emeralds in Ireland. So that is the end of the quiz. I hope you did really well. Okay, so next up we've got a bit of a science experiment. So this experiment is going to show us what happens when you create a vacuum. So a vacuum is a space in which all the matter has been taken out. So all the gases and all the things in the air have been taken out of that space. So it's like an empty space. And what then happens? Okay. Now, if you're going to try this experiment at home, you're going to need an adult to help you, because we need a match or a candle and something to light it with. Okay. If you're using a match, you'll need something to weigh the match down. I'm using a key, but you could use a coin or anything really. Then you're going to need a plate with a sort of dip in it. You can see this plate has a dip. Then you're going to need some coloured water or juice and a glass. Okay, so what we're going to do is get your grown-up to set a match. You can make it stand up by sort of bending the end. You can see that. Or a candle, and setting it in the middle of the plate. Then what you want to do is take your coloured water and pour it very gently, so you don't make a mess, onto the plate like so. Now you don't want to make it overflow, and you don't want it anywhere near the top of your match or candle. So I think that should be enough. And then I'm going to zoom in so that you can see what happens. Then what we're going to do is you're going to get your grown-up to light the match or the candle. Now, I'm not very good at doing this, so I should be getting my mummy or daddy to do this for me. Come on. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to take your glass and watch what happens. Put the glass over it, sealing it. And you see the liquid rise up inside inside the glass, like that. Okay, and that is because through your flame you've created a vacuum that the coloured water has then filled. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to try it at home, remember you're going to need the help of a grown-up. Also guys, notice when we did that, the flame went out, didn't it? And that's because to burn, for fire to survive, it needs to feed off oxygen in the air. But when we put the cup over the match, we stopped any new oxygen getting in. So that meant that the match ate up all the oxygen that was under the cup, but then it had no more oxygen to feed off. So it went out. And that's why the flame goes out when you cover it with a cup. Hi everyone, so I thought next we could make a paper fortune teller game which you can play with the people you live with. So all you need to make this is a sheet of paper, okay? It can be any type of paper, and a pen of some description. You can also potentially have a pair of scissors to help you cut it into a square, or a ruler or something that could help you tear it into the right shape. But you actually only need a sheet of paper and a pen, okay? And then we'll show you what we're going to do with it. So, what we're going to start by doing is we're going to take one corner and fold it up so it's in line with the top like this. Do you see that? Fold it up so it's in line with the top of the paper like that. And then we fold it down here. So your page should look like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut along here, just where that fold is, down that line, to make sure we have a square. So just for speed, I'm going to use scissors, but you can really
cut this with whatever the adult in your house will let you cut it with. Okay, then what we're going to do is, if we look at our page, we've got a crease down the middle that way. We want to then make a crease on the other side, okay? So we're going to fold it in the opposite way, that way. Okay, so now we've got a cross or an X like that. Now what we want to do is fold it across the way that way and across the way that way. So do this. Now you want to make sure when you're doing this your corners are meeting exactly, okay? You don't want any overlaps or it's going to be really tricky further down the line. Okay, and a way you can check you've got no overlaps is all your lines should meet in the middle, okay? You know you're on the right line if all your lines meet in the middle. Now, just let me find out from my video what we're going to do. Okay. Now we're going to fold in the corners, okay? So I'm going to fold them into this centre bit. Like that. Okay? Can you see? That. And then we're going to fold this corner in to the center middle bit, like that. And this one, you want to do the same thing with all 4 corners. So you should end up with something like that. Okay, all your corners meeting in the middle. Perfect. Okay, I'll let you get to that stage. Okay, once you've got to that stage, what you want to do is turn over the back. You should have, again, 4 sections a bit like this. You want to fold the corner into the middle again, okay? Like that, okay? And do that with all 4 corners. So it ends up looking like that on one side and that on the other side. Right? I'll let you get there. And then we're almost there. What you might need to do is just fold it across like that and fold it across like that maybe. But then okay, is everyone doing okay? Then we should nearly be at a stage this is a bit fiddly, you might need a bit of help. I might need a bit of help. Where you can fold it in to a shape like that. Okay. So did you see how I got there? Came from this. Okay, this on one side, this on the other, and then you try and push it together. Stick your fingers in those spaces and pull down the outside. That can help if you're working with flimsy paper. Okay, and then you should have something like that. Got it? Okay, so next thing is, how do we actually play this game? So, first thing you do is you either make dots or write a colour on each of these outside bits. So, I'm going to do, mine's not going to be very good. Like a red dot. Green dot. Blue dot. Black dot. Okay. So you've got something like that. Okay. Then what you do is, what do you do? 1, 2. Okay. Each of these segments, okay, has a different number. Okay, so you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got very messy writing, so you've got to forgive my messy writing. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if you open it up, it's going to look like that. When you close it up, do you see how you can see? Maybe you can't see very well. See 1, 2, 5 and 6 in there, and then if you open it the other way, you'll see 3, 4, 7 and 8. Yeah. Okay, and then this is where the sort of funny bit comes in. If you open it up from here, you've got your numbers, and then if you pull back these little bits of paper here, you can write a little like jokey fortune in these spaces. So for instance, oh dear me, I could write something like, you are smelly. You are a good friend. You So you can write lots of different fortunes, and then the way you play is like this. Okay, so you go, what's your favourite number? Okay, and I could say 3 is my favourite number, so I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, then what I've got is I've got 1, 2, 5 and 6. So I'd ask the person I'm playing with, I'd say, what is your favourite number out of these numbers? And they might say 2. So I go 1, 2, okay, like that. And they go, okay, out of these numbers, what's your favourite number? And I might say number 1's my favourite number, okay? So I would peel number 1 back, and under number 1 it says you have nice hair, okay? And that's just the fortune. You can do anything. You could do ones that are funny, you could do ones that are silly, whatever. This is just a bit of fun. So maybe that's something you could do with the people you live with while you're stuck indoors. Hi guys, okay, so I thought I'd play this game with my brother Killian to give you a bit more of an idea of how it works, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is give Killian a pick of all these colours. Okay, so Killian, what colour do you choose?
I'm gonna choose red since it's my lucky colour.
Okay, so Killian's choosing red. So then what we have to do is spell out red, and each time we say a letter, you move the fortune teller like that, okay? So I'm going to say R-E-D, okay? Then what we've got, it's got 4 numbers in here, and I'm going to make Killian choose a number. So Killian, choose one of those numbers.
3.
3, okay, so he has chosen 3. So again, we go 1, 2, 3, okay? There's another 4 numbers in there. We'll get Killian to choose one. Killian, what number?
I'll choose 6 since it's double my luck.
Okay, so he's chosen 6. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Killian, choose a number.
5.
5. Okay, so he's choosing 5. So then what we do is we peel back the paper on 5. And we read the fortune underneath, and that says when you are older you have to go skydiving.
No.
Okay, so
No, I'm out of here.
So we frightened Killian off, but I hope that gives you guys more of an idea of how this works. Okay, thanks for watching. So thank you everyone for joining us for the N.E.S.T Kids session today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you can have fun trying some of the stuff that we talked about today. So stay safe and stay home, and we will hopefully see you very soon.